So, hey guys, it's Bats here, and we're finally back with another storytime video. Now, I know it's been a long ass fucking time. It's been a while, man. It's been at least like I'd say like fucking like a couple months. It's been a while, all right. It's been way too fucking long since we've done a story. It's been like 5 months. So you know what? We're here. We're back with another one, and I decided if we're gonna come back, we're gonna do a story. We have to come back with a fucking banger. So today we have the story of counterflipping and getting crossfaded in the same day after school. So if you don't know what counterflipping is when you take DXM, which is like it's in all the like over the table like cough syrups, like Robitussin and all that bullshit. If you take DXM and DPH, which is Benadryl, I've made a couple videos on that. Only one of them should still be up. And so if you take those two in a combination, they kind of work together, right? So DXM, it's like if you drink enough of it, you like kind of like you basically just like you start tripping balls. The only downside is you have to drink so much of it that it's like you be getting sick sometimes, and kind of the same thing with Benadryl where you have to take so much that sometimes you be a little whack. But as long as you eat, you should be like okay. And me personally, I tend to have more of an iron stomach, so I can kind of just down shit. So let's just get into this. So on this fateful day, it was like the beginning of last year. So I just moved up to where I'm living now, and the school year had basically just started. I was just meeting all the crackheads and the plugs and shit. So I didn't really I didn't know anybody who had like anything crazy. Like this was long before the coke or the fucking like it was long before I met anybody who had that shit here. All right. So, it was the beginning of the year, and I really wanted to get just absolutely fucking blasted, all right? It had been so long. I had gone basically the whole summer because I was on a road trip without doing, like fucking anything. So I needed to get fucked, right? And it just so happened that I had some Benadryl and I had some DXM and I also had some alcohol, right? So, I was chilling, and I was like, you know what? It would be, a vibe if me and the boys, well, me and the boy, because I didn't really, still meeting people, but so me and this kid, right? We head back to my house after school, and we pull up, we're chilling, we're playing some Xbox. I whip out the fucking drugs, start counting the shit out. Now I remember I only took like 12 Benadryl because this was after like my last couple of times where I did like 26 to like 28 and just like completely forgot who the fuck I was. So I was trying to kind of like cut back a little bit, but not like too much. So I took that, and then I took DXM, and I don't remember exactly how much of that I took. All I know is I took enough to get fucked, right? And then me and the homie just started passing the alcohol back and forth, taking some shots. And then we were like, what would make this even better? If we got some fucking weed, right? So we hit up this kid, the only kid that I knew at this point that might have weed. And we're like, yo, you trying to link up? Let's smoke a bit. I have some alcohol, so we can like kind of trade that, right? So he's like, I bet. So we go and we go to this park to link up, smoke, and all that. And we're sitting there, we're waiting for this man, and like at this point, everything starts to hit, right? Like we're on our way there, and we go to cross the street, and this kid, bro, he just starts fucking dipping. No regard for the traffic or anything, just starts fucking dipping, bro. And if you have ever taken Benadryl or like DXM, you know that walking is a struggle. On top of that, we were drinking. This man just about almost completely face planted on the fucking curb in front of like a fucking line of cars, dude. Bro, this man was about to get fucking assassinated, dude. This man was about to get fucking nay-nayed. He was about to talk to God. Alright? So like it's all just kind of like coming to a head. We're all like everything's hitting. We're really fucked, and we're sitting here waiting for this kid. I'm sitting on this bench after we get to the park, and I'm just like fucking sitting there, just like bouncing up and down, just like fucking just like tweaking, right? So after like probably like 20 minutes, this man finally pulls up. And we're sitting there, we're scheming, rubbing our hands together and shit, like evil laughter, mustache twirling, we're scheming, all right, about where we're gonna go to smoke, right? Like we're sitting there, like fucking petting the cat, bro, like a fucking James Bond villain. We're scheming. So eventually we decide, all right, let's just go up this like little hill right here. All right, let's go up this hill past like these benches. So it's like, like let's go a little further off. We'll find a spot. We found this area where there's like this tree that like fell over. So we're sitting on the tree. We're chilling. Homie whips out the blunts, and we're vibing. We're smoking. He's taking shots. We take a couple more shots, and we're just vibing. You know. And at this point, after the first blunt, I'm just fucking zooted. Like I stared off into the tree line, and bro, I was just like, yo. Like I swear to God, at that moment, I became the forest. I became the wilderness. All right, like I was just fucking gone. I was zooted. So we finished smoking, and we're fucking high as shit, and we were like, all right, well, we should go get some food. All right, but like going back the way we came would actually make it take longer to get to like a 7-Eleven or something. So we'll go through here and we'll find a path somewhere eventually. And let's just say that wasn't the best idea, because we're just walking off path in this big ass fucking park. All right, where I live, like the parks are fucking huge. So we're like off trail in this like in basically like some woods of like a park, and like there's like a giant ass fucking hill that we would have. Like I'm using like the maps fucking app on my phone trying to figure out where the fuck we're going. And at this point, we're just going in vague directions because there's no path. We're just going in like vague directions trying to get back to civilization. And we're like fucking like hopping over like fucking like these like scary ass plants, like the fucking like blackberries that like stab you, and like the fucking like the shit with like the leaves that are like all spiky, like all this scary ass fucking plant shit that just like stabs the shit out of you. And then we have to like slide down this like fucking like hill to get back to like a path, and it's just like this steep ass fucking hill covered in leaves because it's like the middle of fall. And dude, it's just fucked. Like it's so scuffed. Like we're just like in the middle of the fucking woods trying to find our way to a 7-Eleven. Eventually we finally do end up making it out. We get back to a path and we make it out towards the 7-Eleven. We do our shit, we're vibing, we're wilding, we all split up, go back home, and I get home, it's like about dinner time, so I'm sitting there, and this is like, since I just like kind of moved here, I kind of always had to eat like dinner, with like the family and shit, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm eating, and I'm just trying to focus on the TV. I'm just like, act like I'm fucking like really invested in whatever in the fuck we're watching on this TV, right? Pray to God nobody talks to me. And they're all trying to like ask me how school was and shit, and I'm like, uh uh cranberry? I have no fucking idea what the hell is going on. Like I was just spaced out. And they were like looking at me like, yo, you good? Hey, bro, hey, you good? And this was like after. Oh wait, I haven't told that story yet. I am gonna have to tell that story soon. It's a story about how I got an ambulance called to my school in the first week. So if you want to hear that story, definitely I don't know, leave a like, leave a comment, something like that. Tell me you want to see that story. But like fuck, dude. So it was after this, so they were like still kind of suspicious about and everything I was doing. So like they were kind of like, yo, you good? You sure you didn't take your family? No, no, uh, no. And I somehow managed to weasel my way out of that and just kind of vibe for the rest of the night. But like that was just kind of one of my like I guess, kind of like crazier stories as far as like how much shit I did goes. It wasn't the most eventful, like as far as what happened was. I definitely had some more eventful stories as far as that, but I just thought this was a cool story to tell because I don't think I've ever seen anyone tell like one of these stories where it's like getting crossed and counter flipping. It's definitely something I don't recommend doing because it's very easy to go too far. Like if you take 20 Benadryl and drink a whole fucking bottle of Robitussin and then like take like 10 fucking shots and smoke like 4 fucking blunts, you're probably gonna get fucking floored. You're gonna fucking die. Like it's definitely a slippery slope. So remember, don't do any of this shit. I don't condone doing this at all. All right, this is for education and entertainment. So don't do this at home, you fucking idiots. All right, this is extremely fucking stupid, and to be honest, I'm surprised I'm still alive. So the next story I tell is either gonna be the drinking, lean in school, and getting an ambulance called my school story, or it's gonna be the time that we did coke for an entire fucking week and almost got addicted to coke. So yeah, let me know what you want to see, and without any further ado, I'll see you fuckers later. Peace.